you help me throughout the outro.
Yeah, I saw.
Is that catchy?
What?
Is that? I was like during the intro. Dun, 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 I heard you like the outer part.
Oh no,
Is that catchy?
no, I mute. Yeah, I was about to say I muted myself so you can hear me. But man, listen, we back with another one, IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your boy Lawrence and Phil here tonight.
Oh.
Kenny and Neil are on suspension. Nah, let me stop. They're not on suspension. They're not on suspension. They got some things to do, work wise, husband duties. Neil's been delegated to do the most hated chore of them all, is to put some shit together that you don't want to.
And plus, he's probably not even going to use either. So,
but he said he's not gonna. You funny as hell. But man, listen, what's up, man? How's your week been going?
Hey, work just tiring. Here and there, got some pretty bad news about the Celtics. Also, the Jazz completely ripped out my heart yesterday. So it could be better, but we're here. It's a Wednesday night where I want to be.
Listen, that's how it goes, man. Like, you feel me? That's how it goes every time. The sports betting right now is at an all-time high. You win some, you win a few and lose a lot.
Right. Did you see the number for NY lately? It's like in the billions for like betting total.
Yeah, I can only imagine. People are betting every second. You feel me? Like,
absolutely
ridiculous.
These sports books are making bans on us.
He said bans. Now, I'm about to tag a whole bunch of people in this joint. We about to get this thing jumping.
Facts.
We about to get this thing jumping.
That's a nice hoodie, by the way. Just want to let you know that.
We back at it again with this. Yo, listen, man.
I didn't say anything. I'm just appreciating how your hoodie looks. If I had that hoodie, I would rock it every day too. I'm just saying.
Listen, I haven't worn it in a little bit. I need to get some new hoodies repressed. I need to get a new design. I can't wait till we get the new design for the sports. Working on that right now, so we're gonna get some revamp, something just for us. Right now we got the brand in the top right, but oh man, I feel good though. It's been a very, very mixy week for me, but we here. We feel good. I feel good right now. I just had some unfortunate things happen on the weekend, but you still move on. You still move forward, man. All right, so let's get right into the latest news that just happened right before we got on. Is Bruce Arians retiring, man? How you feel about that?
I mean, I didn't expect it because I thought, he was going to ride this thing out with Brady until he left and retired. But, hey, things happen. Todd Bowles is his newest coach. I'm excited to see what Todd Bowles brings because it doesn't hurt to have another minority coach in the NFL. So, and bad things about it is Bruce Arians, not a very liked figure in the NFL. He now moves up to management. So we got to see how he does with the whole Buccaneers organization at the helm. So we got to wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, man. He has PA ties. Shout out to PA. That's where I played college football. I heard plenty of stories about him. Some of my coaches had connections to him and everything, and I got to compete in the Cardinals camp while he was the coach there. And he retired there, so, like, I don't know. I feel like it's actually done for him this time around. I think he retired from the Cardinals to kind of get out of that situation, to be honest. Because it was hot at that moment, and then they kind of fizzed out after David Johnson went down and everything. So I don't know. I think it's going to be important for the Bucs to move forward from that. But other than that, his character as a coach, man, is very questionable. With some of the stories that have come out from the most hated, one of the most hated and called crazy athletes of this generation is Antonio Brown. I don't know if you got to watch his I Am Athlete podcast.
I see bits and pieces. Yeah.
Okay,
Plus the thing he pulled on the sideline last year too with that player, smacking him upon his head or something like that.
Yeah. So Antonio Brown pretty much was like he basically, when he was younger on the Pittsburgh Steelers, that Bruce Arians basically tried to say that he wasn't smart enough to play and he's not gonna ever be good enough. And he also called him a roach several
Ooh.
times. So
When he was the coordinator, I'm guessing.
I think he was the quarterbacks coach or some shit like that. I want to say he could have been the OC at the time, but just those things right there and still the stories that Antonio Brown is still crazy somehow, even though a grown man called him a roach. So I wouldn't
Wild.
me personally I would never went to play for him later on. I don't care if God himself was a quarterback for the Buccaneers.
Shit.
If the head coach calls me a roach, and that's what it is. What's good, Dante? What's
Shit,
good, man?
if I was AB, I would have done that little kick that he did to the Browns puncher a while back to Bruce Arians. It's called me a roach. Get a little bit.
Man, listen, I wanna speak on Deshaun Watson, but we can't even speak on him yet because we don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like
That case is still going on. Yeah.
yeah, I think he's gonna get suspended. There's no way after that deposition I saw that's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think either way, these probably will be suspended, innocent
For
or guilty.
publicity, bad publicity. They're gonna suspend them for something. The NFL don't. They're gonna be like, oh, you didn't do nothing, but you brought negativity to the Shield. So
Right. It probably won't be as bad
suspension.
as other things like weed or other shit, but we know how the NFL is with suspensions. So
Right. Yeah, definitely want to take the time to shout out Malcolm Jenkins, 2-time champion. For the New Orleans Saints first, and then unfortunately he had to go to Philadelphia Eagles and get the championship. Then he came back home, played for 2 years, and then retired the right way. It'd have been blasphemy if he retired as a Philadelphia Eagle.
that would have been wild. I know you would have been upset.
Ridiculous. I'm upset that he even left. But I don't know, man. Another thing too is I hear that the Saints might I can speak because two of the hyenas aren't on today. Anytime definitely Malcolm Jenkins the GOAT for sure. Yes, sir. He's
Well-deserved retirement.
My man played so many snaps, never came off the field, showed up to every game, played through all injuries, stayed ultimate professional, all of that, man. He's definitely a role model for the league and how it should be.
Right.
But the rumors are that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is trying to get Honey Badger to come back home to Louisiana. That's what I'm hearing.
I also heard that the Colts are contenders as well.
Yeah, so listen, home is home. Like, you feel me? He got it. Listen, we got a spot for him now. I thought Malcolm Jenkins was gonna stay. So you got Chauncey, you got Marcus May when he comes back, and then you add a Honey Badger in the mix. Dennis Allen's gonna have a field day with that.
Yeah, I just feel anyone like if Tyron and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson would be together as a duo, I feel like that'd be a great 1-2 punch, knowing Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's history with boxing and stuff. So,
listen, my man is a very high graded nickel corner DB. You gotta put some respect on his. Turn the tape on.
yeah, I saw a lot of his hands and they're in action in all games. So,
man, listen, he's definitely a pest, bro. Like that's how most DBs are. That's how they are. They gotta play with a chip on their shoulder. They gotta play with a little bit of edge.
I respect it.
Yeah, but
that'd be a nice boost for your defense, though.
Yeah, for real. But another thing too is we didn't get the report on it last week, and it kind of happened I think Thursday or Friday. The reports of Tom Brady apparently trying to get a trade to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think the new coach for the Dolphins, Mr. Logic, said those are rumors. So he shut them down. He said it was quote unquote fake news. That's what he said personally.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he said
he gotta say that he just got there.
True.
You can't start another quarterback controversy already.
Yeah, because if
he said Logic.
Happened, yeah, he doesn't he remind you of Logic? I'm just saying.
Yeah, he definitely does.
He also acts like him too. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I do you think if Brian Flores was still there, you think that would have happened already?
What, Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Well, that they're saying that he didn't want Tom Brady to come there. That was another friction. I think that's what the reports are saying. So I don't know, man. This is a lot of up and down and all over the place. You never know with these guys. It's like one second it's a report of this, and then another second it's a report of this, and then it was fake news, and then it was never gonna really happen. It's like, bro,
To his confidence, he's just like a roller coaster right now.
he just gotta stay focused and get his arm stronger. I don't know if he can do that, but he can get more accurate too. Just you work on accuracy, you'll be fine. Then you don't gotta worry about your job. You got enough weapons now. Like, I don't know.
Tyreek Hill's gonna be doing a lot of cardio if Tua misses passes on him. He full sprints for nothing, just over his head or out of bounds.
Wait, you said what?
Like, Tyreek Hill's gonna be doing like full on sprints on the sidelines if Tua misses him by a mile or so. Thinking of accuracy.
Oh man, can you imagine Tom Brady with Cheetah?
Oh, short passes the whole time. Just
oh my goodness!
And do.
All I can see right now is drags and smoke screens, and Tyreek Hill catching the ball, going down the sideline, acting absolute fool.
And Gesicki's value just goes through the roof. Just Tom Brady loves his tight ends.
And then wherever Tom goes is gonna be Gronk. So Gronk and Mike G, Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Edelman, you said you're practicing with me. You want to come through?
Listen, they doing something. They're doing something over there. I don't know what they're doing, but he's not just gonna go out there and catch passes. That video was cool too. He's kind of teleporting as he's catching the ball.
Yeah, that was fire. I like that.
Yeah. Shout out to whoever did that, man. Oh man, but NFL is gonna be. I can't say it enough. NFL is gonna be phenomenal this year.
Draft time's almost here.
Let me ask you. Go ahead.
When is draft time?
Next. That's in a couple weeks, or I think the end of April, like the second.
End or middle of April. I know that.
Yeah, something like that. I think the 15th. I don't know why that's coming to my head. I don't know why. Maybe the 18th to the 22nd. Hold on. Let's see.
Maybe 2024. I don't know why I'm thinking 2024.
Maybe the 22nd. Maybe it's the last week in April, or the second to last weekend. My fault. So maybe the 22nd. I don't know. Let me see. Actually, NFL draft. Yep, it's the last week of April. That last weekend, the 28th to the 30th. That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, but let me ask you something. As far as NFL goes, what do you think about Deshaun Watson coming back? Is he considered top 5?
Like active quarterbacks?
Yeah, is he once he comes back, is he top 5?
I don't think so.
Can you see that there was a really good argument that some people are saying that he's overhyped.
I think I'd say maybe lower, like bottom 5, like 5 through 10, or 6 through 10. I want to say 1 through 5, because you got Brady, Rodgers, Mahomes, Josh Allen. I'm trying to think of one more. I know there's one more.
You got Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I take those 5 over Deshaun Watson right now, for sure.
I can respect. So? I can respect it. Yeah, I can. There was like a lot of like I put him at. You can say he's like from what he did.
He's top 10 for sure.
What he had was tremendous, to be honest. Like he was in another world in Houston, like trying to get them to win and all that. So I don't know. Like I think he's a great quarterback, but he has a lot of room to improve. But we about to see that shit right now. It's about to get real scary in Cleveland.
That AFC North division, just wild.
Top 5 arm talent, definitely. And I got to see that. What was it 2019? Was it 2019 when we opened up against Houston in New Orleans, and it came down to a 50-yard field goal, bro? Like he was lighting us up. Like Will Fuller, D-Hop, 50-yard bombs down the field. Like,
right. All he had was those two and Arian Foster for a short while, and that was it.
Yeah. And Will Fuller still hasn't gone anywhere either. I hope the Saints Call him up.
Damn,
I
you just
don't know.
want every receiver. Seems to be any receiver at this point.
Well, listen, at this point, and listen, shout out to Dennis Allen, bro, for doing what Sean Payton couldn't do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making more money for the team and putting Taysom Hill where he should be, and
He's like, oh,
that's a gadget guy.
you got this incentive, this incentive, this incentive for playing quarterback. Nah, you got tight end. You're good.
That
Stay at
was
tight
clear.
end.
That was 100% Sean Payton. He wanted him to he basically was like, "Yo, we're gonna get you because you've been sitting here for so long. I got you." That's basically what it
Right.
was. It wasn't about if he believed he could play quarterback. It's like you sat behind Drew for so long. It's like, bro, like we don't care about none of that. Like,
How do you feel about Andy Dalton coming in?
I think that's a good signing. I'm like at this point, like you gotta be
What's up,
happy
Nigel?
with. Oh, Nigel, what's up? What's up? Yeah, we're gonna get to that right after this. We ended up we ended with NFL right here. But I think Andy Dalton signing for the Saints is nice because it brings another veteran in there. So I don't know if Jameis Winston's gonna. He should be ready. They say he's gonna be
good to
ready.
go?
Yeah, they're saying OTAs says he's ahead of schedule. So he only got hurt in week 6 or week 7, I believe. So
Right.
like,
And he was dancing right after, so I think should be good. He's over here in the locker room.
well, listen, knee injuries are weird, bro. Like you could do all that, like, and then tomorrow you're gonna pay for that dancing because your knee's gonna swell up even more. But
Right. So
nah,
he's good for OTAs. Okay.
yeah, he should be there. And I got to hear him talk too, like on this. He did a press conference over video conference or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's excited. He said, listen, he said, I went. He's basically this is what he said. He said I went 5-2 without one of the best receivers in the game. Do with that information as you will.
He played. Yeah, he played decent. He played his role
Yeah.
before he got hurt. I thought
He didn't have high
volume.
volume. The only one thing that he didn't have high volume as passing, but he was efficient with the ball. So I'll take it. Like it's baby step. It's baby steps. He's
Didn't ask him to
improving.
do much. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. Any news with your boys before we go to March Madness?
They haven't done much, which is pretty scary.
Mm.
You know, the one weakness that I thought was going to get upgraded, wide receiver, haven't done much. They let
Right.
J.C. Jackson go, which was very sad for me. I like J.C. Jackson because he was been one of our best cornerbacks for a while. But knowing Bill Belichick, he always finds a way to draft a very good corner. He drafted J.C. Jackson, Malcolm Butler, etc. So expect in the draft for the Patriots to find a hidden gem in quarterback. So hopefully he does that. They traded away Chase Winovich, one of my favorites as well, for someone from the Browns. I think a linebacker. I just think it's a very questionable offseason for the Patriots. They haven't done much to upgrade, and they're basically saying we're just going to rock with last season's roster and see what happens, which I don't think is going to work out well. So we'll see how it goes, though. There's plenty of draft time.
Things are much different. Bills, Dolphins heating up a little bit more.
Yeah,
So
everyone got
things
better, but the Patriots, even the Jets, got better.
Right. Yo, listen, man. If you tuned in right now, you tuned into IBTE Sports Podcast on IBTE Network, man. It's me and Phil tonight. We got a loaded lineup. We just got finished talking about the NFL latest news. We're gonna head to March Madness, man, because all I know is how did them boys get there? That's all I want to. How did listen? UNC, man.
It wasn't supposed to be a
8 seed. They weren't supposed to be there, but they're still there, and they're going to the Natty. They're going to the Natty. Duke is not winning this. And listen, and if they do, this is 100% rigged.
I was gonna mention that.
100% rigged. Because there's no way
Yeah.
Coach K last season and he gets a natty. No
Yeah, I was
way.
gonna mention that. We all know the storyline
No
Coach K's
way.
last season. I just think the NCAA is setting us up for Coach K to walk away with the championship before he heads out. That's the bad. I want UC to win because I've been up and down about Duke, but I just feel like the NCAA wants Duke to win just for Coach K before he rides off in the sunset. And I think someone made a joke. The NCAA wants Duke to win so they can make a movie about Coach K and his last season and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So-
see, this is the type of stuff I'll be talking about. Like, This doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
But
For
like,
me,
I don't
I
know.
got, I got Nova versus Duke in the final, just
No.
because I think Nova. I mean, Kenny mentioned this in past podcasts, and what in our chat, he has Nova as a sleeper to win the championship. They're
Yeah.
here, and it also there's no bias. Me, Kenny won money because of it,
Mhm.
so no bias at all. But Nova has been very slept on during the tournament, and they have a very good chance to walk away with it if Duke doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a run back from 2016. I don't know if you remember it.
UNC
Where
Nova,
yeah,
Chris Jenkins hit the game winner, I believe.
yeah, he hit the game
Oh
winner.
yeah,
That game was phenomenal. Like
yep, that was amazing.
you had Payne hit the three, or the Page, my fault. Page hit the
Marcus Page,
double.
yeah.
Yeah, he hit the double clutch three, and then they come down, run a great play where he trails them. A perfect like pick pass, and the rest is history. So I think me personally, I think Nova, bro. No, when Nova gets into the tournament, they just turn into a different monster, man. Like just from over the years, like that coach over there, he's got his team locked and loaded. They ready to go. But Kansas too, they got Remy and those boys. And I forget number 30's name. Hold on. For Kansas, hold on.
Also, how's your bracket looking like?
Honestly, I don't even know, man.
My shit is torn up. It's all
Um,
gone. That's in the garbage. Everything. Abaji.
Abaji, that's what it is. Yeah, Abaji. He plays pretty good too, and like just watching over the tournament, the last few games. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. Yeah, definitely
Okay.
league him. He's different, and you got Remy too, Remy Martin, whatever his name is, and he
Like
like,
the drink.
yeah. That's what, bro. When they said
Sponsor that
that,
man.
when
Sponsor
listen,
that man.
when they were playing and I was watching, but I wasn't like I was just listening to it. I said what? I said Remy Martin.
Wait, NCAA lost sponsorships.
I'm like,
Why have? Oh wait, he's
I'm like
underage. Never mind. But
he's under.
as soon as he hits 21, sponsorship
No,
immediately.
I think he's he's older. This is it for him. I think.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I think it's his last go
Remy
around.
Martin Alcohol sponsor that man if you want to
Yeah,
make money.
but no, I think it's gonna be. I think we got two phenomenal games. And I think both of them are gonna come down to the wire.
Absolutely.
So listen, give points to whoever, cause I say listen, I'm probably gonna cap both teams. Whoever the underdog is, give them 5 points, and I think I think it's a win. Yeah. If Remy gets going, man, like just in the previous games, it's gonna be tough for Nova to overcome. So they got some dogs out there, man. UNC, Duke. You got
Yeah,
Villanova and
these are like
Kansas.
four of the top programs in the country.
Right. And the crazy thing is, with my bracket, I made one bracket, and I didn't pick them to get like UNC to go. Like, what was I thinking? I had them losing to Baylor. Like, especially if I made one bracket, you got to just pick your favorite team and see what happens. Like, and I didn't
You gotta
do
go with
that.
your heart.
So I probably missed out on money, but
Probably.
it is what it is. Oh man, listen, man. March Madness Final Four Saturday afternoon, I believe too. That's gonna be a good one. But,
Absolutely.
Shout out to St. Peter's too.
Magical run. Yep.
St. Peter's, but the Magic ran out against them boys. I think no matter what team they faced in the Elite Eight, that was gonna happen. That's my personal opinion. I think it was just gonna run out. They were down by like 25 in the first half or something.
Right, they were getting killed by Kansas. I think it was Kansas. Yeah.
No, UNC.
Oh
Yeah, UNC. Yep. Yeah. Because I was mad I didn't take the spread for them for UNC.
It is plus. I think it's 8 or something.
Man, Nigel, we should have had you join tonight, bro. What you doing? Come, we about to talk. We about to talk some basketball. You want to join?
Oh yeah. Bring Lakers fan over here. I got a lot to say for the Lakers.
Nigel, check your Facebook, bro. I'm about to if you got time, bro. If you got time, you can join in. Hold on, I'm about to.
Yeah, we need a word with you, sir. We need to talk.
You gotta represent the Lakers real quick. Yeah, because we got a lot to talk about with basketball. Basketball is low key becoming my second favorite sport.
Yeah, he went from freshman of the year, rookie of the year to basketball connoisseur. The
Yeah,
progress.
I'm paying attention to the averages. I'm seeing the plus minuses. You know, I'm out here.
The Celtics have a spot on the bandwagon if you need one. You don't have a team officially. I think it's the Thunder still, but
we can start with the Bulls. What's the Chicago Bulls, man? What's up with them?
I said last podcast, you know, they're gonna have struggling times. That's what their consistency. I think they lost to the Knicks recently.
Oh yeah, yep. Knicks gave them that
Yeah,
work
they lost to
the whole game.
Alec Burks dropped 27 on the Bulls with per se to be one of the best defenses in the league. Vucevic, Levine, DeRozan. They lost to the Knicks out of everyone. Oh, not just to give them 30 minutes. So that
Said 30. All right, bet.
30. I'm gonna need more than that to talk about the Lakers though. So yeah, it's just yes, they do have people missing like Alonzo and Caruso just got back, but I do like how this team looks. But I don't think it's all gonna happen in 1 year. It's gonna need I think maybe they'll be more successful next year or the year after. And
Mhm.
plus, Billy Donovan has always been a sketchy coach to me in general.
Going
So
back
I
all
just
the way to the dynasty he had, right through his fingers.
right.
You had three MVPs on one damn team.
Right. And also, I've heard a lot of disrespect coming for DeMar DeRozan's head for not averaging 34 points a game, even though he's averaging like 24 right now. He's still putting up good numbers. It's just not the magnificent MVP numbers he had in the beginning of the year. So don't try to discredit the man just because he's not having MVP numbers. He's still playing at an all-star level like he's been his entire
Yeah.
career. He's just not at the higher level he was at the beginning of the year. It happens. You can't
Mm-hmm.
have an amazing full season like all season. You're obviously gonna have some digress during the season.
Right. Nah, I like the Bulls. And I got to learn a little bit about them too this year, just from the standpoint of to see how Levine and Demar would mold together. Then they get Caruso. Then Lonzo's been out the whole season, but they were steaming at the beginning, man. Like they were a force to be
Yeah.
reckoned with. And you got Vooch. Vooch is a monster. Um, he just goes out there and dismantles most centers. His only issue is Valanciunas. Though when those two
Oh,
play,
first of all,
it is a battle. And listen,
battle.
it's a battle down there. Like you to get rebounds, you gonna end the game with like 4 or 5 fouls. So, but
They're
nah,
both very physical centers, exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, but nah, I think the Bulls will be all right. I think yeah, you're right about this season. I thought earlier on that they were gonna be like, all right, the Bulls got a chance here, but
Right.
you
I think
see
they'll make the playoffs.
everybody's. Oh yeah, definitely. What seed are they right now? 5 maybe?
5 or 6. I know that.
5 or 6?
Yeah. I mean, they still need some help. On the bench. The bench scoring is lacking a little bit. Patrick Williams is coming back soon, so I think
Mhm.
that'll be a good upgrade because he's one of the best defensive players.
Yeah, they're
Just
5 right. They're
they
5
just
right
need a
now.
bench upgrade. And Celtics
The
are fourth, right?
Celtics are number 3 right now.
I'll take it.
Yeah, they're number 3 in the East.
Yeah, I think just maybe add some scoring on the bench over the offseason. Maybe like another shooter. Bump up Io Dasumu's minutes. Should be good. Maybe like find a good bench backup for Vucevic too. I think they should be all right. I like the direction they're going. They just need some time to put it together.
The
Nothing.
Cav, the
Not yeah.
Cavs, Bulls, and Heat are on the downturn. Out of the top 10 teams, every other top 10 team has at least 6 wins in their last 10 games.
Nice.
They're the only 3 that are in the negative.
Hey, I saw. I mean, the Heat downfall as well. They just been very inconsistent lately as well. Jimmy Butler. No one talks about Jimmy Butler underperforming just because of the whole bubble situation. How he worked his ass off to try to get him there. Ever
Right.
since then, he's been digressing, and not a lot of people talk about it. They're too busy worrying about Westbrook and shit. So
Yeah, that's how it goes when you're in Miami versus LA. LA is on like a whole nother. It doesn't matter. They could have the team like the Trailblazers got right now. they gonna highlight that more than they highlight Jimmy Butler. You know, so
Right.
all right.
Yeah, the media just needs to learn how to be consistent with players. If a star player is struggling, or the most amount of money a person's making on that team, if they're struggling, you have to call them out for it, not because they're a popular headline or anything. Whether they're playing good, praise them. Whether they're playing bad, tell them what they're doing wrong. You can't have it any
Are
other
you
way. You
talking
can't pick and
about?
choose.
Are you talking about like national media or just the local? Because I don't. Me
Or
personally,
both.
I'm
Yeah.
not checking
The Miami Herald, the
Miami Herald.
Heat star Jimmy Butler. No more buckets for Jimmy Butler. Something like that. Yeah, just
Listen,
national media in general, because
yeah,
whether it's Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, you name it, sometimes all the media is ganged up on one person, while another
right.
person is performing the same way and having no consequences whatever, or no criticism at all. Because
Mm.
criticism can be positive as well.
Yeah, that's definitely that's a fact too. That's a fact. But we're gonna see. Like I think once the playoffs come, that's when it really the pressure magnifies.
Because they got
And
smoked last year by the
yeah,
Bucks.
and they got smoked. And then the year before that, they were in the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah, they call them the bubble guppies.
They had listen. They had the whole world rooting for them to
Tyler
stop
Hero with the little snarl thing.
to stop one guy to stop one guy from his quest. Oh man, this guy Nigel said 30 minutes, 30. Oh no, Nigel. Nah, we'll be alright. We got enough topics to smooth through here.
Right, we
Listen,
don't
man,
think the Lakers
what
last
you
one.
want? Do you want to talk about Utah or you want to talk about Paul George? Because I feel like Paul George is
Let's
own. He
let's
needs
start
his
with the
own.
good and then end with the bad. Yeah, let's start with the good, then go with the bad after.
All right,
So
Paul George, man. All right, listen. This is why this guy for me he's like
PG.
personal favorite players. Since probably a little bit before, right before he joined the Thunder. I just like how the game he plays and everything like that. To see him come back like that in that fashion with the injury he had was crazy. To hit 6 threes, have 30, he scored 34 points.
31, I believe. It was above 30. I know that though.
Yeah, he had something like he had 30. He had 30 plus. I know. I felt like he did because him and
34. You're right.
yeah
34.
34. Yeah, because him and Mitchell had around the same. But him to have 6 steals too, I think that goes like unnoticed in the game. He caused havoc for Mitchell on like the last, I think they said last 7 possessions that they had the ball or something like that, where he deflected the pass or gotten away to cause a turnover. So shout out to him on coming back and leading that comeback like that. They were down 25. Um, and listen, the Clippers, man. I still don't think they're gonna win anything because it's the Clippers, but it's good to see that they got him back and they rallied around him. So
Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact about the Clippers: they lead the league in double-digit point comebacks. So if you're a
that
betting
won't
man,
that won't last long.
it won't. It's a bad way to play, but hey, at least it's a good stat for something, I guess. So if you know that the Clippers are down by a certain amount, you know that they're not completely out of it, I guess.
Yeah,
But no one was expecting anything from Paul George this game. We expected like a minutes limit, maybe from 20 to 30 minutes. No one expected. We expected him to, have like a smooth game, maybe not score as much, but instead he puts the team on his back, scores 30 plus, and helps the Clippers come back against the a low Jazz. So just a great game
did
from
you
all
know
together.
did you see if he got if he like waved off the coaches for minute restriction? Because I thought he was supposed to be on one.
He was, yeah, but then they saw how well he was playing and how close they were to the Jazz. They just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna let him go."
Mm.
So yeah, if it was still a blowout, I'm pretty sure they would have pulled him. But then they saw, I think since the coaches saw them claw back, he was like, "We'll see what he can do, and if we need to pull him, if necessary, we will. But if he's on a roll like this, we'll let it rock."
Right. And what did he do? He tore a ligament in his elbow. I think it was.
Yeah, an arm injury.
I think it was elbow. Something tendon or ligament, something like that, which is insane to actually come back from. They said it was like a huge injury. Well, man, Utah Jazz, man.
We just need Kawhi to come back now. Damn. I feel like Kawhi been
Kawhi,
gone for like 2 years.
bro, I needed Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard hasn't been back since the bubble, right?
He hasn't been back since I think it's about to be a year because he got injured before the playoffs last year because he didn't play the entire. No, he played the first round last year against the Mavericks. And he got injured and then he didn't play ever
Mm-hmm.
since. So yeah, close. It's about to be close to a year.
Right.
An ACL like injury, like they said. So we'll see when we come back.
Yeah, his must been severe though, for sure. Severe. But now Paul George is impressive, man. Like to see what he did last night.
I mean, it was against the Jazz, so you know. Uh,
34, 6 and 6.
yeah, and because I think I saw a lot of it during the game because I was watching the entire game. Once I saw Rudy Gobert step up to play perimeter defense, Paul George was like barbecue chicken alert, step back, three in his face. And that's just the thing with the Jazz. They only have one perimeter defender, Royce O'Neal, and that's it. If you get Gobert up on the perimeter, he can't defend you, and it's good. It's good luck after that.
Yeah. And there's gonna be foul trouble for him, which means no boards.
Right, and Hassan Whiteside is out, so there's no backup center to help out. This is the thing with the Jazz. I like Conley. I like Donovan Mitchell, Gobert, sort of. He needs to improve his game outside of just defense, outside of just paint defense. That's the only thing he's there for. He's not known for scoring. He's just there for paint defense, and that's it, and rebounds. That's not going to help in today's NBA. You need to be able to stretch the floor and play defense everywhere because you have players 3, 4, and 5 able to play perimeter and paint defense. And if everyone knows that matchup, they're going to try their best to bring you out there so they can drive in. So
I still got Rudy Gay on the team.
He's like 45.
That's some defense, old man. Listen, I didn't even know he was still in the league until last night. He caught the ball on the wing, and I was like, "What the?" I looked at the TV. I said, "That's not Rudy Gay
from Memphis." Is that you?
What the hell? Rudy Gay was a dog too. He was a problem.
Number 22. Yep. The grit and grind Grizzlies love them with Michael Conley.
With Michael Conley for sure. Michael Conley last night played really good too. He played really.
He made like 4 or 5 threes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just down the stretch. It's just. I think Donovan Mitchell's comments after the game, he said it's the same old shit year after year. So after that comment, I think he might be out. Hopefully he's out because he deserves a better team around him. They got a lot of good offensive weapons around him, but the defense needs to be better on that team. You guys don't have any legit defenders on that team minus Gobert, and that's paint defense. You guys need perimeter defense to help everyone out.
Mm-hmm.
They have unathletic forwards like Boyan and others that could score their ass off, but they can't play defense and save their lives.
Yeah, so scoring 120 don't mean nothing when you're giving up 130.
Absolutely.
Or getting killed in the fourth quarter for what was it, 24 to 12 run or something like that in the last like 6 minutes, 8 minutes, which is insane.
I must say, Donovan, if you need a team that plays defense, I know Boston's available, so just
that wouldn't work out.
Hey, we never know.
Who you trading?
He a free agent. He can
this year?
be a free agent. I think maybe 2 years, or he can just opt out because I know his contract is running up soon because he's on a rookie deal, I believe. So I believe he should be out soon.
Because they were talking about an extension, but they never gave it to him, right?
Thank God. I don't believe so. Okay. They need all. I just see another first or second round exit. I don't see a good playoff run for the Jazz. I never do because they always just prove me right on that. Because every time I say, oh, they're having a good regular season, the defense is looking good, the offense is looking great, Donovan Mitchell's on a tear. Donovan Mitchell does all he can just for them just to fall in the playoffs. While he's over there working his ass off, they still end up losing in the finals somehow or in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's to be honest, that's demoralizing. It's frustrating when you like literally try to do the best you can.
Yeah, we saw it in the Nuggets and Jazz series in the bubble. Donovan Mitchell was having a great series, putting up 30-something a game, going head-to-head with Jamal Murray. just for them to lose a 3-0 series lead.
It's ridiculous, bro. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's just like, I don't know. I can only imagine, man. And I saw somebody sent that on Twitter about what he said after the game, and it's like, yeah, he's got to be out of there.
Dwayne Wade
I don't.
talk to him or something.
Listen. Me personally, I don't understand the loyalty. Like, I'm out.
Yeah,
I want to listen. I want to win, and I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, like, they get mad at, okay, you don't want to sit there and struggle by. Nobody wants to sit there and struggle by themselves on the team. It's a team. It's not track and field. It's not golf. Yeah. It's not all these singles. It's not tennis. It's a team sport. I'm going. Listen, I'm going where not literally stack like the what KD did.
Warriors.
I get what. Listen, at the end of the day, it was. I guess the team was drafted. Like, it wasn't like they went and assembled the 4 All-Stars together.
True. That is the Untitled Chapter debate that we could probably have down the road.
Yeah, but KD my favorite player. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, I felt like I understand. Like, you go and you up 3-1 and you leave. Like, you're like, yo, I can do whatever I want. Who gonna stop me?
Yeah, let me join the team that we lost a 3-1 lead to. Great.
2-time. when you say KD is 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time NBA champion from here on out until he wins one. But I don't think he's gonna ever win one ever again. But that's just me. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I see a meltdown happening. The Brooklyn Nets do not have enough.
Yeah, because we don't know what Ben Simmons' health thing is. So
you want 41, 11, and 5 from KD in the playoffs every game. That's gonna be tiring.
Plus, Kyrie Irving's been struggling a little bit since becoming a full-time player. He's been averaging 17 points per game, shooting I think 30%. So not the greatest points since coming back, but he'll probably turn around in the playoffs hopefully because they need him badly.
What do you think about that? What do you think about Brooklyn?
I mean, I think they got the better side of the trade for the Sixers because they got more depth. But altogether, there's some question marks that I don't know if they'll be answered or not come playoff time. Just because we know what Kyrie can do, we know what KD can do. We don't know if Ben Simmons is healthy enough to play. We haven't heard a lot. Maybe because I think he's progressing. I think he might play some games near the end of the regular season, maybe like last 2 or 3. But we don't know how he's going to fit yet because we haven't seen him at all play with this team. So there's question marks around him. There's been some health issues with some of the centers. Curry has been on and off. I like Drummond as their center, but we saw how he performed as a Laker, and everyone was hyped that the Lakers got him because one of the best rebounding bigs / shot blockers in the league. But as soon as the bright lights turned on in the playoffs, he was nowhere to be found. So we got to see how Drummond performs in the playoffs as well as with KD and Kyrie, because you need a big in the playoffs if you're going against the East. Embiid, Adebayo, and others. So it's a lot of question marks, but I think they have what it takes to make a run. We just got to see how the rest of the Nets stack up.
My thing with the NBA, bro, is like I'm watching these games, and not even from a betting standpoint. Like, we could put the betting aside. You get frustrated, but I don't get the rotations in the NBA. Why is Nick Claxton vulturing Drummond's minutes when Drummond has 20 and 20? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, Drummond will have 15 and 15 and will not play the last 5 minutes of the game. I don't get it.
Hey, Steve Nash. I think one of the best point guards of all time. He's been one of my favorite point guards, but like we said earlier, some of the greats can't coach or they have trouble coaching, and Steve Nash is definitely one of them. I don't think he's a good coach or a phenomenal coach. He just has the benefit of having Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on his team. And then you got
another point. You got Dragic. Dragic is going to be an issue. He's literally I don't know, man. I just don't.
Dragic gets buckets.
Yeah,
He's just really
I
old.
don't know. I don't know. I just
You
don't.
know,
I just don't understand. Like I don't understand the rotations in the NBA. Like I just need a explanation of why they do the things that they do, and then when they fucking lose, they're like, "Oh, we'll try better next time," and then they do the same thing, same rotation, have Dragic in, sit Bruce Brown when Bruce Brown has 15, 5, and 5 with 20 minutes played. It doesn't make sense.
yeah, some players, some coaches don't know how to rotate. Tibbs, for example,
Oh
one
my
player that I
goodness!
think
Don't get me started on
one
him.
coach that does know how to rotate, Ty Lue with the Clippers.
Yes,
He does a phenomenal job with it, and
Haverstein last night was huge.
yep, and plus he's doing this without Kawhi and Paul George for the majority of the season.
Mm-hmm.
The Clippers,
Wait,
like I
who
said earlier,
commented? His words.
James, that is just bad
Yeah,
coaching.
that is just bad coaching, bro.
Yeah,
It's for me. It doesn't make like I sit there and try to really make sense of it. I'm like, okay, he subs them out, and then use. I want all right. Who else is on the court? It's Kyrie, KD, Dragic, Nick Claxton. Why is Nick Claxton on the court in crunch time? It doesn't make sense to me. Like you want to lose.
yeah. I mean, people need to follow like how Ty Lue coaches because people say, oh, he was with LeBron. LeBron carried him the championships, but as soon as he leaves LeBron, the Clippers lead. They're leading the league in 20 point or multiple digit comebacks. He's doing this without Kawhi, without Paul George, without Norman Powell, who they just got. It's just a very good sign from Ty Lue as a coach, knowing you can do good things with the Clippers, but not have your star players because they've been. Ty Lue should be in the running for Coach of the Year just because of how he coached this year
Right, right.
solely without his star
Tar Heel
players.
Nation. Dev said Tar Heel Nation. Yes, sir. We're gonna see Saturday. Hopefully they can do it.
Well, someone's gonna be upset on Saturday.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, okay, now, like that's a great point. That's a great point right there. Like, and it takes in account of who they're playing
We
against and
don't.
all that. And it's just I don't know, man. When Drummond got 2 fouls and he got 17 and 13 and he's killing on the glass, and then you lose the game because you can't get rebounds, but you keep Nick Claxton in and he's getting pushed out to the 3-point line because he's a feather in the paint.
Right. I mean, yeah,
So it's like
James got a good point right there too. The Nets don't have a lot of defensive options.
that's
They got
true.
Drummond, who's good at defending the paint and rebounds, but KD plays defense when he wants to. Kyrie has been iffy on defense. Bruce Brown is decent. No one else. I don't see a lot of people that can play defense on the Nets, that has been one of their weakest links ever since KD and Kyrie started. So,
But I will say this: in the last 10, they're 7-3. So I don't know. I just see the rotation. That's one thing that is like a pet peeve. I don't know everything about culture or basketball, but I just be like, damn, why aren't the best players playing at this point? But
hey, you got a point there. Yeah. Yeah, the best defender is probably KD when he wants to play defense, just because of the whole length and size. His wingspan is wild.
mhm.
He can block anything.
You can see
Like-
that last night too. I don't know if you watched the Pistons game.
Yeah,
He was chilling the whole first half, and they were getting their teeth kicked in. And then the second half, he came in. He started blocking Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart had like 12 points and 2 threes in the first quarter.
Damn.
Like they were
Yeah.
really getting into him. So
Yeah, KD can be a good defender, maybe even elite defender, but it's all about his effort
right.
because we know that he has the build to contest shots from any angle, block any shot from any angle, rebound, etc. Be like an annoying pest, try to knock balls out, etc. He just doesn't put the effort because we know he puts most of his effort on scoring. So.
Yeah, and see, he said, yeah, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown is not in the game in the fourth quarter. What 4 minutes left? Like I literally sit there and watch the game on purpose, and he's not like he's one of their best defenders. That was 6'4",
Yeah.
6'5". He's small
there.
forward or whatever, and like he's like their better offensive PJ Tucker.
Yeah, he's their utility man / hustle guy.
Yeah,
Every NBA team loves a hustle guy who does no matter what to help them win the game, dive for loose balls, guard the biggest guy with no problem, do what they say without like any hesitation. And they do anything they have to win. And Bruce Brown is a perfect example of that guy.
I like his game. He go get boards. He can assist. He
Like his
does a lot.
PRAs. Ah,
The
ah.
PRAs. That's why I'm about to make a page dedicated to just PRAs and give out PRA picks.
Yeah, we'll set up a Discord for that, like $50 a month. So if you guys are interested, the whole month is just us showing a picture of Franz Wagner on the front page. That's it every
Franz
month.
Wagner. Listen,
Just
put your life savings on Franz Wagner.
it,
Yeah,
it depends, it depends on the matchup, to be honest.
yeah, it depends on the matchup because it's
If they
gonna
reach the
get.
Bucks,
Nah, they
ooh,
got no chance, bro.
it's it's
I
it's
don't
possible
know.
actually.
Mm-mm.
What are the seedings right now? You have
Seedings
them
right
pulled up?
now. They're number 2 right now. Oh, I can.
Yeah,
Oh, here. Hold on. Let me change. Let me put up the NBA playoffs thing again. I gotta bring up the playoff thing again, man. Playoff picture. Hold on. I got y'all. Gotcha. Hold on. And James, man, welcome to the podcast, man. If this your first time, let me know where you watching from. Obviously YouTube, but like, how did you join in? Definitely appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Every Wednesday, we got 2 more co-hosts. They're not here today. They had some priors. So, can you see it?
Yeah, probably just zoom in a little bit. Maybe that's a little better. Yeah, that's good.
All right, bet.
Also, see, they're close to playing Milwaukee. They're really close for playing Milwaukee.
Right. And is the play-in? Wait, where's the play-in?
Is it a different tab, maybe?
Hold on. They're not showing. Last time it was showing the play-in, wasn't it?
I think so.
The hell?
Oh, I just type in playing or something. Let's see. Yeah, because I think the Nets, the first half of the season, near and always in the middle, they were struggling without KD, Kyrie, and etc. and Harden. So they dug themselves in a hole where now they're trying to dig themselves off of, but they could possibly be a lower seed and end up facing one of the top seeds right off the bat just because how they struggled early in the season. So that gives a perfect chance for like Milwaukee or maybe even Miami to slow them down or like knock them out the playoffs early.
Yeah, we had it. We had it last time. That's weird.
Maybe just type it in. Maybe try a play-in picture or something like that.
Hold on, let me see. Standings, maybe. There it is. This is it.
Here we go.
It was standings.
Oh, so they're on the play-in right now. Oh shit.
Oh shit. All right, is that good?
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, perfect.
Ooh, Boston versus. I love that matchup. Boston Toronto. That's an easy matchup. And thank God, Philly versus Chicago. That'd be great. Let's see. Yeah, right now, Charlotte versus Atlanta. That's say the same. Cleveland versus Brooklyn. Let's see. Loser would play Miami. Winner would play Milwaukee. It's very possible the Nets could face a hard ass matchup first round.
Right.
I think
No,
pretty much
and James, I was saying, how did you find the podcast? I know you're watching on YouTube, but did you clicked on the link from Facebook or did it come up and suggested on YouTube?
just have fill out a survey. How did you find this? Word of mouth.
Yeah, we
Social
just try to
media.
we try to
That's
interact with everybody in the chat, you know.
right.
And like I said, every Wednesday 8:30, man, Eastern.
Also, you got a favorite team. Hopefully, it's Boston. That's
So
all. Okay.
Toronto going home in 4 or 5. He said.
Absolutely
He's a Boston fan over here, so
like that. We
we gonna
like that.
listen. We're gonna see. I can't wait. I can't wait for
Also,
the playoffs. I think it's gonna be
if
jumper.
Philadelphia is facing Chicago in the first round, Chicago could easily be going home in the first round.
Maybe so. We're gonna see.
Harden and Embiid versus Vooch and DeRozan. That'd be must watch TV.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts.
Let's
Can't
see.
wait.
Oh wait, where are the Lakers?
I think Atlanta and Charlotte. I think that game's gonna be incredible.
Right. It's gonna be a lot of fast pace. It's gonna be no defense, but a lot of high pace
Oh yeah,
action.
that's about to be 260. Hit the
Right.
over.
Over for sure. Let's see. Cleveland and Brooklyn. That Karis LeVert versus his former team. That could be a
Yeah,
good matchup as well.
about to say for now,
Yeah.
Unless KD and them collapse.
There's plenty of time left.
Yeah. What? How many? I think 8 games left. Say
Let's
eight.
see. 47, 26. They have
Yeah.
what, 76? It's about 67.
67. Okay. Okay. So it is moving fast. Cause last week it was, I think we said like 11 or something like that. So
Right.
hey
Yeah.
man,
So they playoff time. You know what that means? More bets. I mean, more TV to watch.
more TV to watch.
More TV to watch.
Hey yo, I'm gonna see if Nigel is going. We're gonna give Nigel a little bit
Yeah,
longer.
because I don't
You want?
see where the Lakers at here. Are they in the play-in
Oh, the
tournament?
disrespect.
I
The
see. Wait,
disrespect.
I see one team from the Pacific. I see the Suns. I see the Warriors. The Kings are obviously trash. So, damn, the Lakers, one of the most popular franchises of all time, not in the playoffs. That is weird. Don't they have LeBron? Hmm.
You watch the show Winning Time yet?
I have not.
No.
I
It's
barely
on
have time to
it's
watch
on
any shows.
it's on
HBO, right?
HBO. Yeah, it's really good, man.
Yeah, I just never have time to watch any shows. I wish I
Yeah.
did. We're too busy winning these parlays over here. I think.
Said too busy getting to the money.
Right. If it's not money, I don't want to talk. Um, let's see. Phoenix number one. I think that'll probably hold. I think Memphis will probably hold as well. Warriors versus Denver. That's gonna be a good matchup. Hopefully Curry's healthy enough to play. Let's see. The Jazz are 45-31. Oh, yeah, the Jazz could slide here possibly. The Jazz are 45-31. The Nuggets are 46-31. They could
It's
definitely
close.
slide.
It's close. Well, the lowest they could probably get is a 7 if they go on the downturn.
They don't, James said he doesn't like how they portrayed Jerry West on the show.
Oh yeah. From yeah, he's the. This is the time he's the coach.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think also the Timberwolves. Not a lot of people speak on them, but they've low key been having a great second half of the season. Defense has been number one in the league ever since February, I believe. Also, they've been scoring at a credible pace. Cat has stepped up his play. D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, etc., etc. Just very good ball play from the Timberwolves. They could possibly catch the Jazz. They're like 2 games behind, I believe. Also, it's fuck the
Yeah, that's
Jazz.
gonna. You funny as hell for that.
Ironically, I did win some of my parlays, my $1,000 parlays on the Jazz winning. So that's very ironic. Let's see.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
I mean, imagine if the Spurs knock off the Lakers in the play-in tournament, like they take their spot at 10, because I think the Lakers are currently 1 game behind the Spurs. Whew. Yeah. Any update on Nigel?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, just
We might have to just keep it rolling. And if he pops up, he
right.
pops up. So let's.
Any,
We might as well just go into it, man. Might as well just for right now.
so
The
I had you know
go crazy.
when they announced Russell Westbrook on the team during the podcast. I wasn't on the podcast. I was in New York City. I remember. I think there's a time when we had a lot of special guests on the show talking about the Westbrook thing, and I was watching the podcast. I was thinking, this is probably not going to work with the way Westbrook plays, and et cetera, because they signed a lot of old people on the Lakers, and a lot of old players. Trevor Ariza, Carmelo Anthony. All respect to Carmelo Anthony and Trevor Ariza. They have had decent careers and good careers. Amazing career for Carmelo Anthony, but
Trevor Ariza looked like he needed a walker the other night.
yeah, it's just. I mean, they put all their eggs into one basket and to just win the bubble, and that was it. Because as soon as that bubble championship happened, it was downhill ever since. You know, Kuzma gone, Clarkson gone, Lonzo gone, all of the players. Yeah, I think all the Lakers got to be traded. To be honest, they just got to trade all the top Laker
Yeah,
players.
he said fire sale.
80. Yep, Vogel. Vogel needs to be gone. Just start new. Try to get the young assets that you traded away to get LeBron and AD. Oh no, the AD since LeBron signed. It's just the way they are built. Also, Caruso, he should have been on the Lakers still. I don't know why they kept Taylor Horton Tucker. He doesn't do anything on the Lakers. Also, there's apparently some news that Malik Monk had an interview and he exposed some of the Laker players a little bit, the like veterans.
What'd he say?
I think he was saying that a lot of the older players, the veterans, were blaming the rookies for a lot of what's happened this season, including bad play, even though Austin Reeves has been one of the very few bright spots for the Lakers. And Malik Monk has been talking to Austin Reeves every day to make sure he feels confident and like reassuring that that it's not all his fault that the Lakers are doing this badly.
Damn,
They
I
didn't
did
say any
not know
names,
that.
but they just said veteran players.
Gee,
A lot of
spicy.
drama. I mean, a part of it is LeBron's fault because some of the veteran players he brought in himself that he wanted to play with.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, um, Anthony Davis needs to be held responsible. Russell Westbrook, the GM needs to be held responsible. Somewhat LeBron, but not too much. It's just this whole Lakers team in general. They can't play defense. It looks like they packed it in. LeBron James is expected to miss the game Thursday, so and we don't know
Right.
if AD will come back Thursday as well. So I think the season is done for them. They need to try to recoup and try to see what they can get for these players. Just because with the way that they're looking like, how they're currently constructed,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's happening. There's no fire. There's no passion. There's no. I think Stephen A. Smith said, "Now I see why. Now I know why Magic left y'all." Just this is one of the most story franchises in the
He
whole
said. He
NBA,
said, "I'm
and
not
they're playing
going."
like
He
this.
said, "I'm not going to be there."
I don't blame them now.
He saw the foreshadow.
Right, let GM.
The GM. Oh
Yeah, because
man.
no, because like LeBron, AD, and Westbrook all had a meeting at his place allegedly, talking about playing together. So it's just just they need. I think if I had to say if there's any bright spots with the Lakers, Malik Monk played well. Austin Reeves, a rookie is outshining a lot of players on there. We never saw Kendrick Nunn play because he had a knee injury apparently, and then never touched the floor ever since.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing it's worse than it was. Melo has been decent here and there. LeBron is LeBron. He's gonna score 30 because he has to.
Yeah, that's the only way too. If the Spurs keep being trash, that's the only way. They better hope that they lose tonight,
Yeah, like
which they
Kuzma,
probably will.
Caruso. It's just I just think that the LeBron has to just move on from the Lakers. You saw a lot of the young core from the Lakers that they got rid of to have AD and them on
Flourishing,
there flourishing. Caruso
flourishing.
doing better in Chicago. Kuzma doing better in the Wizards. Bi he's doing good things in New Orleans.
Josh
Lonzo did
Hart.
good things in New Orleans. Josh Hart is showing out in Portland. It just shows that it's basically just a rental for one championship, and then that team is gutted absolutely after LeBron shows up. I mean, it's the LeBron effect. You have to give up so much to get LeBron to get the championship that after he leaves or he retires, your team is dead in the water right after.
Yep,
It's
that's how it
Cavs,
goes.
Miami for a short while until they rebuild, and it's probably going to be the same way for the Lakers unless they like jump that process and try to get rid of him, AD, and Westbrook before it's too late. But I doubt it. I
Yeah,
definitely see
I
this
don't.
team.
Yeah, I don't see them getting rid of him. I think they're gonna be. It's gonna be. It's just gonna be what it is until the time runs out, and then LeBron jumps ship or gets out
Yeah,
of there.
because
I
his
think. I
contract should
think
be up
that's
in
what it's
two
gonna
two
be.
years. Yeah, and plus, all this, the Celtics and Lakers are still tied with championships, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way you're breaking the tie playing like this. I'd rather have the Celtics now without Robert Williams than the Lakers right now. So I'd rather have the 2015-16 Bobcats with Kemba Walker, who went like 7-72 or 7-75, than this year's Lakers. Just oh yeah, Kendrick Nunn, apparent leg injury, knee injury. He hasn't played all season, so that was supposed to be like their savior or something, but he never played due to a very serious knee injury. Yeah, I don't know.
Joker had 37, 13, and 9 tonight. I need him for a triple double, and he didn't
He needed
get
one
it.
more assist. It's over. Game's over.
Yeah, they won by 7.
Damn, they're up by 31.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bronny is waiting. Yeah.
that's really what he's waiting for, and that's
So,
just it is what it
quick
is.
question for that response. If you're an NBA team in the lottery, do you jump the gun for Bronny because you know that's guaranteed LeBron? Like if you're like maybe like 5 through 10 or 5 through 14, you know there's better players on the board, but you know if you get Bronny, you get LeBron. Do you do it?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Do you
I
do
mean
it?
that's gonna be on a lot of GM's heads during the draft, Bronny's draft.
Trey Young about to have another 40.
Ooh, okay.
He's hooping. Nah, I think they're gonna. I think you know. Come on, bro. You already know what they're gonna do. They're gonna go get him. Like,
Right.
but I don't know. At this point, he's. At this point, people want to define his like his career, but like he's doing what he wants. Like he said, that championships don't matter, and we clearly can see that championships don't matter because he wouldn't have asked for Carmelo, Trevor Ariza, Russell Westbrook. He already knew what the recipe for that was. But I think the biggest thing is missing AD. I think AD covers up a lot of this, where they can go out there, they can coast. Like,
Right.
I just
Elite
think,
defender, elite player.
yeah, I just think it's unfortunate. But he's supposed to be coming back at the end of this week, so we'll see what happens. They say he's supposed to come back
They need him badly.
because listen, he's only 27, 28 years old. How, bro?
He played like he's 30.
It's craziness. Like you got this many injuries. Every time you go out there, you break an ankle. Literally a glass man, but I don't know, man. I think the Lakers need to make a move. Yeah, they're not gonna do nothing. And we'll see what happens though.
And the Lakers were favored to win the conference. Actually, someone put I saw online someone put $15,000 or $20,000 for the Lakers to not make the playoffs. Imagine the payout for that.
Great bet.
Woo! That's how you know people got money if they're just betting on the Lakers not to make the playoffs. Because the chances of that in the beginning of the season, knowing LeBron James is on the team, great odds.
Evan Fournier, 27 points, 6 for 8 from 3.
How many assists? How many assists? One? He has one, doesn't he? Still? Pain.
Pain, real pain. You know what's crazy? I was like, yo, I'm gonna bet the under, and then one of us gotta win. One of us is gonna be happy.
Oh, damn.
I was gonna do it, but I didn't do it.
Oh,
I just-
wait, how many times left in that game?
6 minutes. You got time.
I mean, I hit on Aaron Gordon rebounds and Cat assists, so I guess that balances out.
Yeah.
It's not like I put $100 at Evan Fournier to get
Right.
3 assists.
Oh man.
Oh.
But listen, let's get to your boys, man.
Oh, okay.
The luck of the Irish.
Yep, the name of the episode. Damn, it's just tough news because the Celtics are having such a good season. They're going to end the season strong.
Mm-hmm.
They're leading the league in defense. They had the best lob finisher in the whole NBA. One of the best blockers, rebounders, etc. Was a very, very important person on offense and defense. Quick offense, explosive defense, etc. Just to go down with I think it was a meniscus tear, which it wasn't as bad as expected. He only missed 46 weeks, so if the Celtics make it to the second round, he should be back by then. But
Yeah, most of the time on meniscus, it all depends with those because it could be like a twisted ankle where it heals quickly, or it could be a severe
or
one
a
where
6 to 10 month one, yeah.
where it has to be replaced and all that craziness. So
Yeah. So
based on the scale, you should be good.
I'm hoping that we don't face a very serious team with a very good center in the beginning of the playoffs, but that probably will happen because
Right.
there's a lot of good centers in the East.
Mhm.
But Horford, Tice, Grant Williams, all of them need to come together to try to produce like Robert Williams. because you need to make up for his blocks. He has a very long wingspan, so he can block a shot from various angles. Rebounding. Also, he was one of the youngest players on the team, so he had that energy around him. He could finish lobs from any angle. It's just gonna be hard to replace his production, but I think Tice, Horford, and Grant Williams could at least hold down the fort until he comes back for round
Right,
two.
right.
Yeah, it all depends like how they perform, and also Tatum and Brown need to step it up even more. Marcus Smart needs to step up. Derek White off the bench, he's been a good facilitator for them this year. His game is to play improve. Payne Pritchard has been a sneaky good bench player this year. It's just a very tough blow, but I think the Celtics has been resilient throughout the season, especially since having a terrible and wishy-washy first half and having a better second half season. If anyone could like hold the fort and like make sure the storm goes away until the second round, I think it'd be them. It all depends who they play though. So
Yeah,
just being
and
optimistic.
I was wrong. I think it was more frustration from sports betting, but Tatum, man, Tatum, please.
Oh, I know. Every
Start
time I saw the
watching.
chat, like, okay,
I
he's
was
just
so
mad. I'll
bad,
cool
bro.
off.
Like because he good for 25 every night. Like he could die. As a matter of fact, all right, he go for like 22, 23 on a consistent basis. 25 is when you get a little crazy. Like, but nah, he's a phenomenal player. Like he's another person. Like, I think him and Paul George's game are very very close. I don't know if you agree. You can agree, disagree.
I think, yeah, offensively, yeah, sort of, but I'd rather have Paul George on defense.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm thinking more of when on offensively when they have the ball, they're in like they're like slow motion, but they still get past you and they still make great plays. They can shoot over anybody. They can shoot the three, step
Right.
back mid range, and that's why I like him as a player too.
Yeah.
So I started
Yeah.
watching him a little bit more.
Yeah. Also, the thing with Tatum is throughout the season, he's proved that no matter what team, the Nets and others, he can
He said he don't know about that one. Are you talking
with Paul
about what I
George.
just said? Paul George and Tatum.
It's
I think
sort
it's
of
the mannerisms of how they play. I wouldn't say like I'm not
they're the
saying
same
one.
player.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'm not saying they're unequal. You can debate that. Like I think they're both great. I'm just saying mannerisms of how they dribble, like the almost the Luka like slow motion, but they're still dicing people up.
Yeah. And there's one thing that Jason Tatum has shown us the whole season.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter who you put in front of them, he can go toe to toe with them for scoring. We've seen it with LeBron. We've
He had
seen
that
it with
crazy
Kevin
stretch where
Durant.
he had like 40, 40, 50, 50. Insane.
He can put up numbers when he needs to, and that's the thing.
Right.
Very thing, especially for the playoffs. That's something you need, especially going against a lot of powerhouse East teams. So that'd be very helpful. And then we know Jalen Brown can pitch in 20, 25 whenever he wants. So they need to be the dynamic duo that Boston needs for the playoffs if they
Mhm.
want to make any noise. Because the last couple of years, it's been shaky with drama with Kyrie, with Kemba, et cetera, et cetera. But I think this team is very well close together or something like that. So it's definitely. I mean, if Robert Williams wasn't injured, I'd probably say they make a good run, but we got to see how they perform without him for the first round, and how he performs when he comes back from the injury before
Right.
we make any serious claims. So
Yeah, I think y'all gonna be all right, man. Y'all on the tier right now. You're doing your thing.
yeah,
Robert Williams going down is crazy, but I will say this every night, bro. He's going on a ticket for a double double. He's getting listen every single time.
yeah,
If I don't like the matchups or if I don't like giving Tatum or Brown 20, 25, all right, I'm going Robert Williams double double. If he get 9 and 13, I'm betting it again. I'm about to start putting him and Franz on tickets because those two I like. I listen, man. They be killing. They kill
right.
us.
And then one thing before we move on, it's
Yep.
just, I mean, a lot of people trash Boston
He
because
said he got six 50-point games in a year stretch. He got
absolutely.
six. He got six this year.
I think from like this year, like a year,
Okay. I thought you meant in the season. I was about to say,
that was
Lord
wild,
have
man.
mercy. But I say he on a different level.
Yeah, Tatum's that guy. He's that guy, pal. Yeah, I think with the Celtics, I think it's gonna be a very interesting playoffs for them, just because without Robert Williams, they don't have that explosive defender who can block a shot at any moment, or like the instant alley oop threat. So they're gonna find ways for Jason Tatum to score, Brown, Derek White, etc. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this offense rotates around not having Robert Williams. I'm excited to see that.
Right.
It also
Definitely.
depends on who. I'm hoping it's not the Bulls or Sixers because they have very good big men, but we'll see.
Yeah, bro. You guys are hooping. We're gonna see what happens, man.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
mean we're
I
doing
know
better than the
you.
Nets, so
I know y'all. Listen, I know y'all hype. All right, last question here. We're gonna wrap it up on this one.
oh, we're doing better than the Lakers too. So fuck with.
All right, last one here is this a real question? I just saw this happen. It just popped up in the last 24 hours because he's turned into that guy. Oh shit! Hold up.
Top five MVP.
I saw they said he jumped up to number 4.
The MVP ladder for NBA,
Yeah.
the key up one.
Yep. That's what I saw that circulating on Twitter and all that. What you think? Don't unbiased. I know you got bias on you. You want him to be, but I feel like but at the end of the day, I feel like he should be in that conversation for what he's doing this season though.
Honestly, I don't think he deserves to win it, but I definitely think he deserves to be in the conversation at least.
I think he's top 5. I put him at like 4 or 5, and I think Embiid lost it when he lost to the Bucks.
Embiid, Giannis. Also, I think DeRozan kind of fell a little bit too with the. I know he hasn't put up MVP numbers, but he's still playing good. But I think he fell off it a little bit too. Let's
Right.
see: Embiid, Giannis, Jokic. You put LeBron in there. Luka's been playing well. I'll say he deserves to be in the top 5 discussion. I'll say that. Yeah, I don't think he'll win it because Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic are all have better seasons than him, but he definitely deserves to be in the top 5, top 6 discussion. No bias. Oh, Marcus Smart definitely deserves to be in the conversation for deep point. He deserves.
And then he said Tatum in a year span 60 point or 50 point games in a year span is more than Larry Bird and he's only 24. That's the crazy thing. He's only 24 years old. You got a bona fide superstar, which he's probably not going to leave from there unless y'all do some foul shit. But y'all not known for doing that, so.
Minus the whole Isaiah Thomas situation, but
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Marcus Smart and Robert Williams both deserve to be in that Defensive Player of the Year conversation just because of how much they contribute. Marcus Smart is a do-it-all player. He's also one of my PRA favorites because he's a hustle player / do-it-all player, just like Bruce Brown, but way better. So, Neil, if you're watching that.
All right, so who you got winning? Who you think's got MVP hands down? No debate. I think we at that point where there's really no debate.
I'm going.
You gotta pick somebody.
Jokic.
At this point in the season, like
yeah, he's putting up better numbers from his MVP year, and his Nuggets are still holding it down. And then Embiid has been off a little lately, and plus that the Bucks loss definitely affects it. So I'm gonna go with Jokic. Who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with I had to go with Joker too. He's holding the Nuggets down, man.
And Jamal Murray hasn't come back yet. I thought he'd be back by now.
Porter too.
Porter.
Like,
Porter suffered a setback, so I don't know if he'll be back.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep. Nah, yeah, I don't listen, man. I think it's gonna be crazy, but listen, definitely the front runner. But we're about to wrap it up here. Listen, man, James, appreciate you for tuning in and interacting with us, man. Every Wednesday.
Shout out to you, James. Thanks for showing up.
At 8:30, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Listen, tell your friends to join in. This is more NBA right now because NFL season's not here right now, but we'll still report on it a little bit, talk about how we feel throughout the seasons. But basketball right now, playoffs is about to heat up. It's going to be crazy. Well, playoffs is probably, a week and a half away?
Yep.
Yeah, just about a week and a half. So
6-7 games left, so probably a week and a half.
Yeah, and then we jump right into the play-ins and everything like that. So, listen, man, IBTE Sports Podcast. Phil, what's your last words, man? Don't worry. I got you, bro.
Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm not going to get interrupted by something.
Right.
There's only 2 screens, right? Okay, the no screens going to pop up randomly. Okay, so, just a classic, 2-man podcast for tonight. Kenny and Neil, grown-ups do grown-up things, living their best life, etc., etc. Neil, hopefully use that treadmill when you build it because obvious reasons. But I had a great time with Lawrence tonight, talking basketball, football, etc. We always have a good time whenever we chop it up.
For
So
sure.
shout out to
man.
everyone in the comments. And NBA season is heating up. Playoffs almost here. And I'm very excited because this is my season for NBA talk.
Listen, for everybody that's tuned in tonight, tuned in right now, man. This is IBTE Sports Podcast. Make sure you guys go and follow the sports page. It is managed and just finessed by Phil, man. I can't thank him enough for all he does for the network and keeping that
side note,
keeping that stuff going. He also has Baller Central. Since he's not gonna shout himself out, he does things outside of this. One thing for IBTE, man, we want to empower everybody that's doing something, no matter if you're down with us, against us. If you creating something, it is what it is. We're gonna support you. Through the love, through the hate, it doesn't matter. So make sure y'all go check out Baller Central. Phil, what happened? Were you playing Fortnite the other night? Yeah, I was watching for a little bit. You guys had won. They gave me one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because me and our boy Showboat, who's IBTE, IBTE friend / fan, him on Fortnite, very entertaining. If you guys ever get the chance, Showboat, SHOWB04T, very entertaining guy to watch / play with. He says the wildest shit on Fortnite. It's just very fun time. Also, before we head out, on the IBTE Instagram, tomorrow is the last day for Women's History Month. We'll be having our very last athlete of the month and a trivia to recap some of the athletes we highlighted during the Women's History Month. So make sure you guys stay tuned into that.
Hey, man, listen. Another great show, man. We missed Neil and Kenny. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to those guys.
I'm going to throw all the shots I can.
Shout out to the other founders of the other network, man.
Shout out to them too. Yeah.
Listen, we up out of here. We appreciate y'all. Make sure to hit the sub on this on the channel. Like this video. Comment on this video on Facebook, Twitter @IBT Network on all platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We all on there with the same handle. You see it at the bottom of the screen. You can run this video back, and everything like that. So we appreciate y'all, man. We up out of here.